Good morning, day 7. It's the end. Hello. It's the end of the week on Katie Price Nutrition. And what better way to start the final day than by getting breakfast? What are you doing? Okay. But first we better feed the precious princess, because God forbid I try and complete a take without being interrupted. So let's end this week by having at least my favourite items, and I'll start with raspberry for breakfast with some milk. Might as well do things well. My last breakfast shake. Almost feel sad. Raspberry porridge. It's nice, but I'm kind of sick of the flavours now. I don't know how you're supposed to do this long term. Can't say I'll miss it. So oaty. Oh, sleepy little boy. Do you think that's enough potatoes for 2 people? Maybe I should do one more. Really hungry. Just got back from town. Didn't vlog anything because that would have been incredibly boring. We just went to Boots to get like toiletries in general, healthy things and life things, so that would have been dull content. But what isn't dull content is me cooking lunch. Yes, today gonna do things different for the last day. It's Sunday, the day I'm filming this, so gonna cook a nice, not a full-blown roast dinner, but a roast dinner. I've got this really nice looking pork leg joint, which is wrapped in bacon, and it's got stuffing. Also roast potatoes, which I'm going to part boil in a second and then spray with fry light. As much as I'd like to douse them in butter or fat, that's not exactly going to be the healthiest thing. Then top it off with some Lazy Man's vegetables. Forgive the sound of the oven because it's close to breaking, but oh, this looks good. This looks very good. That was a really good lunch. Really, really good. Loads of meat, loads of potatoes, loads of veg. Quite full and satisfied right now. But that's all about to come to an end. And you know why? Because even though it's Sunday, the day of rest... Oh, that was a terrible transition. There's the exercise bike. I'm going to do some exercise. This sucks. Okay. That's half an hour done. So as you may be able to hear in the background, there's a jacket potato in the oven. But that's not mine. That's for Grace. As for me, on the other hand, I've got the last shake of the week. So having taken the last 7 days to digest the Katie Price Nutrition range, literally, I've decided to rank the actual products in order from best to worst. There is one other product that I don't have, and it's another recovery and hydrate one, and it's blackcurrant flavour. And I figured I wouldn't be using the recovery and hydrate nearly as much as the other ones, so I didn't bother. Plus I know that I love blue raspberry flavour anyway, so I thought if I'm going to compare it with blackcurrant with that, it's just going to pale in comparison. So obviously, although I'm not sure it counts, the recovery and hydrate blue raspberry is by far the nicest thing that they do. And then comes the raspberry breakfast. The porridginess I could get over, although I'm starting to get bored of the flavour now. Then the strawberry meal replacement. It's fine. It's a nice shake. Chocolate meal replacement. I mean, chocolate shakes are fine. This is fine too. And then last but not least, the vanilla porridge breakfast replacement. This one I would be quite happy to never see again. These 4, however, are pretty nice, and if I were to continue doing, say, further weeks, I would find it a lot easier to have these than I would to have this. So that would be something that I would say the line could benefit from, is if you're trying to encourage people to take all of the products and to lose weight using your products, is to vary it up and have more flavours. Maybe don't offer them in giant tubs that a giant could have, but maybe smaller tubs, and then vary the flavours. You could have butterscotch or toffee or I can't think of any other fruits or flavours right now, but just assume there are many that they could choose from. But I've been quite surprised that I've enjoyed the flavours as much as I had. Going by that photo, I was a little bit worried that I was not going to enjoy them, so it kind of set me up to a brace position before I even started. But I am pleasantly surprised, and I would continue using them if it was sort of the mentality of losing weight in the short term, because don't use them long term. Whilst they are loaded with nutritions, I would say don't use them in the long term. Use them for a quick boost if you want to lose weight here or there. If I have lost weight, we will find out at the end of the day, I suppose. But, well, I guess that's the introduction to the end of the day, isn't it? Because it is now dinner time, and having had my so good lunch, it's time to have a very unfilling dinner. But we've got fruit in the house for me to bulk it out with, so I guess what shall I have as my last meal? I suppose the strawberry. Should only be fair if I have the strawberry. I'm just dreaming of tomorrow when I can have solids again. Wow, that looks so good. Too bad that's what I've got. The Last Supper. Yes, a strawberry Katie Price nutrition shake, a bananas and custard Muller Lite, apple, banana. I mean, just look at that and tell me which one you'd rather have. Is that nice?
It's delicious.
Sure it is. Well, there we go. That was a week on Katie Price nutrition. And as I said at the start of the week, I'm not going to go in and just attack. And I think that made me look at things a lot more fairly than I kind of would have done had I been, let's just take the piss out of Katie Price for a week. Because while her book is awful, like awful, doesn't make me want to read the other 4 or 5 autobiographies she's got at the tender age of 39. Also going to end this week on a high because this stuff is lovely. It was the first proper shake-based diet that I've done. I had previously done Slim Fast, which had shakes involved, but this was just shakes. The entire range was the shakes, and this delightful stuff. But I wanted to find out fairly if it was alright. And it passed a few tests. It was nice. It tasted nice. Apart from maybe the vanilla porridge breakfast one, which was, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't disgusting by any stretch of the imagination. The second thing being the hunger, which at the start of the week, yeah, day 1 I was pretty much hungry all day. Day 2, 3, 4 maybe was alright. Like, I didn't feel too hungry. Yes, I was counting down the seconds to my evening meal, but there isn't really a diet on Earth where you're not going to be hungry at some point. And then days 5, 6, 7, it was kind of like dreaming of food, biscuits, chocolate, anything but shakes basically. As far as nutrition goes throughout the week, I've got no doubt that I was okay on that. I mean, the things are listed all down the side of the tub, so I've probably been okay there. But as far as calories go, the calories probably only came to about 400 for both shakes. So I would have been eating overall under by about 1,000 calories a day than I should have for a guy of my size. So essentially, I'll be very surprised if I've not lost weight, essentially. Because it's another, not starvation diet, but I was under eating my calories by a huge amount. So despite the fact that I had the kebab last night and I had the popcorn the other day, I mean, there is no set rules for the other meal of the day, so I don't think I did too bad there. So I'm really not worried about that. But yeah, I'll be very surprised if I haven't lost weight. Will it be worth it for this entire week? I don't know. It depends kind of how much I will have lost. 1 or 2 pounds, no. But anything sort of 4 and up, maybe. But then again, you're not getting into healthy steps there. If you're losing 4+ a week, then you're probably in bad territory and you kind of want to dial things back a little bit. So we will see what the scales say in the morning. And as far as the satirial, still got no idea how you pronounce it. The internet wasn't great in helping me either. But apparently if you eat too much of that, then it can be bad. It can, in fact, kill you. So don't go crazy on this stuff. do what it says on the side of the tub, do what it recommends, and you should be fine. But that's where we are. I'd be interested to carry on doing this to see if I really got sick of those shakes, those 4 same flavours. Please, Katie Price, if you're watching, if you happen to ever see this, bring out some more flavours. It would help sad people like me who want to test it out on the internet. It would make their lives a lot easier for the week. But I don't know. It would be interesting to see what it was like for an additional week or 2 or 3 even. But don't do it, I would say, for more than a month at a time. I don't know. We'll see how it ends up in the morning. But thanks for joining me over the course of the week. And I suppose I better jump on the scales to see how I did. Hello. Right, are you going to do me proud? Let's see, it was 15.7.2 and it's now 14.13.2. So what is that? It's like 8? Is that 8? Shit, that's 8. 8 pounds. That's pretty incredible. That's amazing. So if you can put up with the same texture, the same flavour for a week, for more even, and maybe give it a go. It would be worth exploring different diet shakes as well, but to chalk that up to experience, it's a pretty good one. I'm quite happy with that. It's probably worth continuing, but if you don't see any further videos on this, I haven't. I just thought, screw it. I want to eat nice things, but I'm going to be beach body ready by summer.